Hello everyone, welcome to New Wave Classes for Mathematics. This is your host Jatin. Today we are going to discuss about some of the left questions of exercise 6.2 of chapter triangle, right? So let's begin with the fifth question of the exercise 6.2. If you see in the fifth question, which I have already done for you, it's given that there is a triangle PQR and then there is a point O at any point inside the circle, and then this O is joined with P, Q and R, and then we draw DE and DF parallel to OQ and OR respectively, which is given to us. And what we have to prove that EF is parallel to QR. Quite a simple question which can be done by combining the BPT and also BPT theorems both. So what we have to do in the proof, see what we do, we have to prove EF is parallel to QR. If you remember, if we have to prove any two lines parallel, then we apply converse of BPT, right? It means somewhere converse of BPT will be applicable. Now, if we go backwards, if I have to prove EF is parallel to QR, what should I have? I should have PE upon EQ equal to PF upon FR. Now, PE upon EQ, I have to make PF equal to PF upon FR. It means if I have to make this, then there should be some intermediate also, right? As we did in the previous question. So how we can do? In triangle POQ, it is given DE is parallel to OQ. So by BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem, we have P upon EQ is equal to PD upon DO. So we put this as equation number 1. Similarly, in triangle POR, if I take POR, what I have, DF is parallel to OR, which is given to me, and therefore again I can apply BPT, and what I get, PF upon FR is equal to PD upon DO. Now you can see in both these equations, the RHS is same, right? So what we have done, we have taken a common thing, we have found a common thing with which are equal to these, right? Which are common to these two both. So now right hand side of 1 and 2 are equal, so obviously the left side will also be equal. So therefore for 1 and 2, I have PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. This is what I told you in the beginning. If I can get PE by EQ equal to PF by FR, then I can apply converse of BPT theorem and I can say that EF is parallel to QR, right? Now if we see the sixth question, is almost similar, but the design of the triangle which is given to us is a little bit different. In this triangle also, in this figure also, what is given that AB is parallel to PQ, AC is parallel to PR. What we have to prove, BC is parallel to QR. Now again, if we go this way, if I go backward, if I have to prove that BC is parallel to QR, what I will have to prove that OB upon BQ is equal to OC upon CR. Again, we can find somewhere intermediate for these two, that OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. So let's see the proof. So I take the first triangle. I take triangle POQ. In triangle POQ, it is given to me that AB is parallel to PQ. So what I can do? So by BPT, I can write that OA upon AB is equal to OB upon BQ. Let me put this as the first equation. Then I go to the next triangle, that is triangle POR. In triangle POR, what is given to me? AC is parallel to PR. Again, I can say therefore by BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem, what I can say that OA upon AP is equal to OC by CR. Right? I put this as equation number 2. Now again, as we did in the previous question, we can see the equation 1 and 2, the left side of the equation 1 and 2 both are equal. So it means the right side will also be equal. So I say therefore by 1 and 2, what I can say, OB upon BQ is equal to OC by CR. So this is the thing which I required. OB by BQ is equal to OC by CR. Now what you can say, by converse to BPT, I can say BC is parallel to QR, right? So let's see the next question now. In the next question, it is given, you must have learned about the midpoint theorem and the converse of midpoint theorem. In the seventh and eighth question, we will be proving the midpoint and the converse of midpoint theorem using BPT and converse of BPT, right? So what is given to me in the seventh question is given, prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisects the third side. So I have a triangle. This is the midpoint. This is parallel to this line. So I write A, B, C, D, E. This is the seventh question. It's given D is midpoint of AB. What else? DE is given parallel to BC, and what I need to prove that E is midpoint of AC. Right? So how I can prove? Now since D is the midpoint of since D is midpoint of AB, so what I can say, therefore AD is equal to BD, or AD upon BD will be equal to 1. Let me put this as first equation. What else is given to me? Also DE is parallel to BC. So what I can do, I can just apply the BPT theorem here. So I say, therefore by BPT, AD upon BD is equal to AE upon AC. Now AD by BD is 1. This means AE by EC is also 1. And from here I get that AE is equal to EC. This means E is midpoint of AC. Alright, so this is the proof of this seventh question. Now let's see the eighth question. Now it's given in the eighth question that proves that a line joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side. So I have a triangle here. Now what is there? That this is the triangle ABC, and D and E are the midpoints of AB and AC respectively. And what I have to prove? I have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. So I write D and E are midpoints of AB and AC respectively. And what I need to prove that DE is parallel to BC. This is what I need to prove. Let's see the proof now. Now since D is the midpoint of, since D is midpoint of AB, so what I can say that AD is equal to BD, or AD by BD will be equal to 1. I put it as equation number 1. Similarly, if I take on the other side, if I take E is the midpoint of AC, I write similarly. If I say E is the midpoint of AC, then I can say AE is equal to CE. And what I get, AE by CE is equal to 1. Now if I compare 1 and 2, the right side of both first and second is same. It means the left side will be also same. So by 1 and 2, AD upon BD is equal to AE by C. Right? So now what I can do? I can just apply by converse of BPT. By converse of BPT, what I can say? that DE is parallel to BC. So we can say that the midpoint theorem and the converse of midpoint theorem can also be proved using the PPT and the converse of PPT theorem, right? Now let's see the next question. That is the 9th question of this exercise. In the next question, it is given that ABCD is a trapezium. A trapezium is given to us. That A, B, C, and D. So ABCD is a trapezium. Now what else? AB is parallel to DC and its diagonal intersect each other at O. The diagonals are intersecting at O. So I write it here as O. And what I need to prove that AO upon BO is equal to CO upon DO. Right? So for this, we have a small construction in this question. Now the small construction here is we draw EO parallel to DC, parallel to AB, where E is a point on AD. So I just draw a line EO parallel, right? Now what? Now we can use the PPT and converse of PPT, either of the two which will be used here. Let's see. If I take triangle ACD, in triangle ACD, I say EO is parallel to DC. Right? So, therefore, by PPT, what I can say that AE upon ED is equal to AO upon CO. So I put this as equation number 1. Then I take the other triangle, that is triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, if you see what is there to me, EO is parallel to AB. This is what we have taken as from the construction, right? So in triangle ABD, EO is parallel to AB. Again I say, therefore, by PPT, I write AE upon AD is equal to BO upon DO. I put this as 2. Now again, if I see the first and second equation, the LHS of both the first and second equations are equal. The LHS of both the first and second equations are equal. It means the RHS would also be equal, right? So, therefore, by 1 and 2, I write it as AO upon CO is equal to BO upon DO. Now, what I can do, I can just cross multiply. This BO will come here and CO will go here. So, this is AO upon BO is equal to CO upon 3O. Right? Now, if you see the next question of, and that is the last question of this exercise, that is exactly the converse of this 9th question. Again, the trapezium is given, and the condition which we have proved in the 9th question is given to us in the 10th question. ABCD is not given as a trapezium, but we have to prove that it is a trapezium. So, how we can prove if one of the pair of opposite side of the line is parallel, then we can say it is a trapezium, right? So, I again make a quadrilateral somewhere here, and this is A, B, C, D, and the diagonals are again meeting at point O. So, what is given to me that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. Now, this is given to me, and what I have to prove? I have to prove that ABCD is a trapezium. Now again there is a construction which is same in the previous question. So again we write the same construction here, little bit different from the previous question. We draw EO parallel to DC, and where E is a point on AD. So I take a point E here and just join. Now what we have to do in the proof, again we can begin with the triangle ACD. In triangle ACD, what we have, EO is parallel to DC. So what I can say, therefore by BPT, this is D. Therefore by BPT I can write it as AE upon DE is equal to AO upon CO. I put this as 1. Now there is a given condition also to me. What is given to me? Given AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. If I just cross this thing, this BO and CO, I can write it as AO by CO is equal to BO by DO. Now if I compare 1 and 2, the RHS of 1 and the LHS of the second are same. So it means the LHS of 1 and the RHS of second will also be same. So by 1 and 2 I can say AE by DE is equal to BO by DO. Now if we see this thing, AE by DE, this is AE by DE and this is BO by DO. This comes in triangle ABD, right? So what I can say, this means in triangle ABD, by converse of BPT, EO is parallel to AB, right? EO is parallel to AB. What else? What else? In the beginning we have taken that EO is parallel to DC. This was our construction. So we can say this means AB is parallel to DC. Now I said in the beginning, if I have to prove any quadrilateral as a trapezium, one pair of opposite sides should be parallel. So now we have proved that one pair of opposite side is parallel, that is AB is parallel to DC. So this means ABCD is a trapezium. Right. So this was all about the exercise 6.2, the friends. In the coming lectures we will be discussing more about the triangles. So that's it from my side. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye and take care.